So hello everyone. So today we're going to deal with a very interesting play, a very interesting drama that is by none other than our favorite and a very interesting poet, that is William Shakespeare. Okay, so this is a very famous play. Might you have heard this name? Okay, or or else you saw this as well. Okay, so this is The Merchant of Venice. Okay, that is written by the William Shakespeare. Okay, who is a great poet. Okay, so uh, William Shakespeare is one of the toughest poet. Okay, because he wrote all the dramas in or all the poems or anything in a very like in a very hard way. Okay, he used to write very unique writing. Okay, and this plays since this play is situated in french france. Okay, this play is situated in France. That's why the language of this play is this is also French. Okay, Shakespeare used French in this drama. Okay, so this is very interesting. So I'm gonna give you summary, little bit summary of this entire play and the key characters and the other characters. Okay, so without wasting no more time, let's get through this video. So yeah, the first key character of MOB, Merchant of Venice, in short we used to say MOB as well. Okay, so the key character of MOB, the first key character, that is Antonio. Okay, so this fellow is the protagonist of the play. Protagonist is the hero or the main character. Okay, you can say. So he is the protagonist of the play. Okay, and this fellow Antonio, he is he plays the pivotal role as well. Okay, so he is a wealthy merchant. Okay, who owns a number of ships carrying merchandises to four contours of the world. Means he have different types of ships. Okay, he have different types of ships, and all the ships go in the different parts of the country, different parts of the world, not country, different part of the world. Like some is going to the America side, some is going to the London side, some is going to the Canada side, and some is going to other like this. This fellow have numbers of ships, and these all ships is used to go in the different part of the country, different part of the world, not country. Okay, so this ships, he's the merchant and he owns his ships, and his all the ships goes a number of countries in the world. Okay, in the all the contours of the world. Okay, so and this is the ships, since this fellow having ships, so it is it will the ships will sail on the sea. Okay, so he is the honorable man and very kind as well. Okay, he is very kind and he spent his money just for his friend. Okay, he spent his most of the money for his friend. Who is this fellow's friend? That is Bassanio. Okay, that we will tell you now. Okay, after Antonio. Okay, so this the best friend of Antonio is Bassanio. However, Antonio shows his dark side through the cruel and racist comment he makes towards Shylock throughout the play. Now, who is this Shylock? Who is Bassanio? Who is Portia? Who is Nerissa? Who is these all things we will discuss right now. Okay, so next is uh, Bassanio. Yeah, this fellow. This so Bassanio is the friend of Antonio. Okay, he's the best friend of Antonio. He is obsessed with two things. Okay, money and Portia. Okay, he's obsessed with two things. He want money. Why he want money? Because if Portia is a girl who is very rich. Okay, she is very rich and she lives in Belmont, a city in a city. There is a city. Okay, so she used to live in Belmont. So she is very rich woman. Portia. Okay, so in order to impress Portia, the person also have to some money, like Bassanio also have some money, so that he can impress Portia. So that's why he is obsessed with two things, money and Portia. And since Portia is super rich, we couldn't argue it's just money. Bassanio is also manipulative and cunning throughout the play. He is very cunning and using convoluted rhetoric convince Antonio to lend him money, and using figurative language to make it pretty clear he likes Portia for her money. Okay, so just uh, you need to remember that Bassanio is the handsome man of Venice, and he is the friend of Bassanio as well. Okay, he is the friend of Antonio as well. Okay, and uh, he loves a girl who lives in Belmont. The name of that girl is Portia. Okay, so Portia is very rich Harris. Okay, she is very rich Harris or a girl. So in order to um, impress Portia, in order to propose Portia, Bassanio also have some money, isn't it? So he took money from Antonio. Okay, and he goes to propose Portia, but unfortunately Antonio did not have any money, because his ships is on the contour of the his ships is sailing on the contour of the uh, world. Okay, so what Antonio said that Bassanio, uh, on my credit, you take my name, and you just take money how much you want. You take the cash how much you want from the any person. Okay, by taking my name, that yeah, please give me that much of money, and uh, this I am taking on the credit of Antonio, who is my friend. And after, when his ship comes back, okay, then we shall give you our money. Okay, what I'm taking from you right now. So like this you said to any person whose you want to see. Okay, so this we will talk later on. Okay, firstly let's see the key characters. Third one is Portia. As I told you, that who is Portia? Portia is the wealthy and rich heiress of Belmont. Okay, so what happened before the death of his father? His father has one will. Okay, his father was having one will. What was that will? His father contains three trunks. Okay, his father contained three trunks, or you can say casket as well. Okay, so his father contains three trunks or three caskets. The first one is of gold, the second one is of silver, third one is of lead. So who will choose the right casket will marry with Portia. Okay, so this is the Portia. Portia is very beautiful girl. Okay, and no being able to choose her own husband and being forced into limited feminine roles. Portia lacked anatomy within her society. However, she finds way to circumvent the systems which oppress her, and demonstrates a surprising amount of agency by the end of the play. So what happened? Since Portia can't choose her husband by herself, this is the will of his father. Okay, of her father. Okay, he so this somewhere this is not this makes the Portia very sad. Okay, somewhere this makes this will, her father's will, making Portia very sad. Why? Because Portia, the batting of Portia is not in her hand. Okay, it is in her father's hand. Okay, so that's why Portia is little bit in melancholic mood. Now next is the villain of the play. Okay, this fellow is the villain of the play. Who was the hero of the play? Do comment in the comment section. Okay, so so this Shylock is the villain of the play. Okay, he is very nasty and very cruel as well. He is a Jew. Okay, he is the Jew. Jew is the you can say it is a one of the part of Christian. Okay, but 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 Jew are the enemy of Christian. Okay, Jews are the enemy of Christian, though they are the part of a Christian, but they are enemies of the Christians. Okay, so Shylock is a Jew that lends Antonio 3,000 ducats on the condition that if he does not return the loan in 3 months, Shylock can take a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. What happened? So that Bassanio took money, 2,000 ducats, okay, on the credit of Antonio from Shylock. He took the money from Shylock, none other than Dan, okay, from Shylock, because after Antonio, Shylock is the richest person, isn't it? So he took the money from Shylock. Okay. So what Bassanio said, Shylock said that, okay, I shall give you money. Okay, I shall give you money, 3,000 ducats. Okay, but if you are unable to repay the money within 3 months, the whole amount, that is 3,000 ducats, if you are unable to repay the money within 3 months, okay, I can take not Bassanio's, I can take Antonio's 1 pound of flesh from his any part of body. What he said, if you are unable to repay the money within 3 months, 3,000 ducats, if you are unable to repay me within 3 months, I am able to take 1 pound of flesh, 1 pound of meat from your whole body. Okay, 1 pound means it is too much, isn't it? So this is all Shylock's character. Okay, so he is the villain. Just you need to remember that he is the villain, and he wanted to the bill of his he said that if you are unable to pay me 3,000 ducats, so I can take your 1 pound of flesh from any part of body. Whom? And Antonio's flesh. Okay, not Bassanio's, Antonio's flesh, because the enemy is not Bassanio, he is Antonio. Okay, so this is Shylock. Next is Jessica. Okay, now next is Jessica. Jessica is the daughter of Shylock. Okay, she is the daughter of Shylock, and somewhere what happened, just listen. Jessica loves a Christian man. Jessica loves a Christian man, and that Christian man is the friend of Antonio. The name of that fellow is what? The name of that fellow is Lorenzo. Okay, Lorenzo is the friend of Antonio, and Jessica loves Lorenzo. So what happened? Once Jessica ran away. Jessica ran away from his father's house with Lorenzo, and she stole some jewelry, some money, some cash, some stuff, some precious stuff from his father's home. Okay, so, and she want to convert into Christianity. From Jewish, she want to convert into Christianity after marrying Lorenzo, because Lorenzo is also Christian. Okay, so you may want to consider whether Jessica was justified in leaving her cruel father, or whether she abandoned her family and religion. Okay, so just you have to justify for it, that whether she did right or wrong. Okay, whether she did wrong because she left her father and converted into Christianity, or she did right. So just this is your opinion, isn't it? Shylock is done. Lorenzo, okay, this fellow, this is the close friend of Antonio and Bassanio. Okay, Lorenzo, but he marries Jessica. Okay, he's the husband of Jessica, who, much like Portia, is loaded with cash after stealing it from her father. However, unlike Bassanio, who just wants Portia for her money, Lorenzo seems much more likely to love Jessica for who she is. He also marries a Jew, something his society would have condemned So you may like to consider whether Lorenzo is less confident to her society's prejudices than other character in this play. Okay, so this is Lorenzo. Lorenzo is the close friend of Bassanio. Okay, who married with Jessica. Just I'm telling the key points what you have to remember. Okay, first of all, Lorenzo is not that much important, but then also we are going to tell you. Okay, so he's the close friend of Antonio and Bassanio as well, and married with he married with Shylock's daughter Jessica. Okay, and that much. Okay, and Jessica, because of Lorenzo, Jessica converted into Christianity from Jewish. That much. Okay, so these all are the characters. Okay, yeah, I think that's no. Narissa is also one. Narissa. Narissa is no one. She is the servant of Portia. Okay, she is the servant of Portia, but um, that Portia never treat Narissa like her servant, because they both are close friends as well. Okay, they both are close friends as well, and they both enjoy. Okay, Narissa never Portia never treat like she is the master of Narissa. Okay, Portia never treat like this, and Narissa never treat like this that she is the servant of Portia. They both live like a friend. Okay, not like a servant and a master. Okay, so this is Narissa. Now these all are the major characters of this Merchant of Venice. Now let me see some minor characters as well. Minor character means the description of these characters are not that much in this play. Okay. Next one is Gratiano. Gratiano is the friend of Bassanio, and he is very funny. He is very jovial fellow. Okay, he is very jovial guy. Okay, he lives his life with a fun. Okay, he drawl with a drawl and with a fun. He lives her life. He lives his life. Okay, Gratiano. He lives with the very fun. He always laugh. Always. Whether a serious matter is going on, whether a very tense matter is going on, then also this fellow laugh. Gratiano. Okay. Next is the Duke of Venice. Duke of Venice, nothing. He is the judge of the. Court. Okay. Where Shylock and Antonio's decision will be held. Okay. That who is correct. So this is the Duke of Venice. Okay. So he holds all the law. Okay, and he has little power to help Antonio after his own Shylock a pound of flesh. He is very good person, and he helps Antonio, not Shylock. Okay, he's a good person, a Duke of Venice. Next, Prince of Morocco. He's one of the suitor. Okay, he's one of the suitor of the Portia who came. Okay, from the country where the rays of the suns are too much hot. That's why the color, that's why the skin texture of this Prince of Morocco is dark. Why it is dark? Because he lives at that part of country where the sun rays of the sun is very harsh. Okay, like Africa. Okay, and like other places like this. So this is the Prince of Morocco. Okay. So next one is the Prince of Aragon. He is also one of the suitor of Portia. Okay. And next is Celerino and Celerio. Okay. These both are very much like these both guys like their name. Like their name, they both are same. Okay. They are difficult to say that they are different. It is difficult to say that they are different. Okay. So these characters are merchant in Venice and friends with Antonio and Bassanio. They are also the friend of Bassanio and Antonio. Okay, who? Celerino and Solario. So like their name, they also similar person. Their characters, they have it. Both are similar. So these all are the characters, chief characters of this play. Okay, few more are there. Lancelot Gobbo. Lancelot Gobbo. Initially he is the Shylock servant. Whose servant? The nasty person. Okay, Shylock. He is that fellow's servant, and he lives uh, why Lancelot Gobo is the servant of this Shylock, but Shylock, since Shylock is very crazy person, okay, he's very bitter person, he could not give sufficient amount of food to Lancelot Gobo. That's why he left the job of Shylock. Okay, why he left the Shylock job? Because this Shylock did not give much things to eat to the Gobo. Next, the old Gobo. Old Gobo is the father of Lancelot Gobo. Okay, and Tubal. Tubal is the friend of Shylock. Okay, he's the friend of Shylock. Next is Balthazar. Balthazar is nothing. He is just Portia, but in a form of a whom? In a form of a the Duke. Okay, he in a form of a Duke who appears in a court. Okay, so he saves this fellow Balthazar. Since Portia at that time, Portia kept the form of Balthazar, and Balthazar is a man. That's why I'm giving that Balthazar he. Okay, so he saves Antonio. Okay, the friend of Bassanio, because Antonio helps too much of Bassanio. Antonio helped Bassanio and Portia both. Okay, so that's why he that Balthazar helps Antonio too much. Okay, he saves Antonio. Balthazar is Portia. Okay, nothing else. So this is all the key characters of the Merchant of Venice. Okay, yeah, I think these all are the key characters. Okay, so in next session I will be covering the whole drama. Whole drama means the important lines of the drama. Okay, so I will be covering that in the next session. This is the session number 1. Okay, and don't forget to give this session a good and great thumbs up. Smash on the subscribe button if you didn't do it yet, and smash on the bell icon as well. Okay, so yeah, these all are the key characters and the minor characters of the MOV, Merchant of Venice. Okay, old Gobo, Lancelot, Tubal, Balthazar. Okay, so all these things. So in our next session we will be covering the play. Okay, the summary of the play, The Merchant of Venice. So till then, bye bye, and stay tuned for more videos. Okay, and yeah, if you love this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe my channel, press the bell icon. Okay, bye bye, have a great day children. Bye.